Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Hopefully that's somewhat centered. I've been in busy bee today. Went for another walk and yeah, let's do another WIP and chat, hang out for a bit, have tons of fun. Okay, so Dreamer Designs, Fine Soft Day by Liam Kelly, 120 centimeters by 40 centimeters, 47.2 inches by 15.7 inches, square drill, 52 colors, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill, that sparkles a bit more than that of regular drills. Alright. And they're reminiscent of the Northern Lights. Okay. Alright, how's it going? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. It wants to rain. It's getting dark, or it wants to rain. Alright, just working on this J symbol here. This pink. Alright. Hanging out. Yeah, that was talking about Reiki in the last WIP and chat. I'm sure people were just wondering if I was losing it. Or not. I don't know. Oh well. I don't know. We'll just hang out. Have a good time. I'll put pink drills on adhesive. How's that? Yeah, I'll just work down here. Yeah, previously I just established a border. Just kind of fill in. Yeah, let's kind of create kind of a little fill-in space here. A little bit of color blocking here and up here. Yep. Alright, so hopefully your crafting or hobbies are going well. Did you get any new releases today from Diamond Art Club or any other diamond painting website, etc., store? I didn't. I was walking. I haven't seen how many steps I've taken today, but yeah. Well, no big deal. I just check it at the end of the day when I'm lying in bed. But when I switch back to nights for work, I'm going to have to submit my steps before midnight each day that I'm working. So I think that's how they measure progress. I'll just have to check my progress on the one app. Yeah, just go where there's Wi-Fi. And then just log into Conquer app to input my steps. Oh. Yeah, I probably won't get as many steps in during night shift because I have to sleep during the day, but I can still get steps at work, working nights, so I just have to tweak my routine a little bit, that's all. I'm still gonna sleep, yeah. Not changing that. Yeah. If I'm working night shift, I sleep much longer than I do for day shift. I'm pretty much more active. I'm a night owl compared to during the day. But if I'm on day shift and I'm off, I get to sleep a little longer. So yeah, it's a mix. I don't know. There's some kind of I bought some sort of s'more flavored donut from Tim Hortons. earlier and ate it before I went for my walk, my second walk. Holy cow, that donut's busy. It's like chocolate filled, has, I guess, marshmallow fondant or something on the top of the donut, some chocolate drizzle, graham cracker crumbs. Oh man, yeah, it's basically what you'd see with a s'more, but just donut form. Except the graham cracker was kind of the donut, so pretty cool. Every once in a while, Tim Hortons does releases like a gourmet kind of really fancy donut. It costs a little bit more. I'm like, do you have any of those s'more donuts? I'm like, yep. So, that coffee and a s'mores donut. And of course, they don't give you a napkin or anything. Of course, this is like a fresh donut. I don't know if people are really going for this gourmet donut or not. I think it's a little too fancy for some people, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Trying something like that at least once. Mom's like, did you go for another tour again? Another walk? I'm like, yeah. I just did the bridge this time. I just, yeah, trimmed it down. And of course, everybody and their brothers out walking their dogs, like, on said bridge. It's like, oh my gosh. And then there's a couple of bikers. I saw a skateboarder. I almost said snowboarder. Skateboarder. So there's a path and like plenty of space for everybody, but it's like here I am just walking and just everybody and their brothers like just up here at the same time, on the trail at the same time. Like, yeah, I really got my steps in today. So yeah. I've been on pace the whole entire time, like ever since I started these challenges, but these walking challenges, but probably been ahead of the pace quite a few times, but yeah. I don't know, the app kind of has like a pace, a set distance that you should be going to kind of help you make your set selected day deadline or selected time length deadline, how far you should go each day to get to finish the challenge, the walking challenge. I guess all you can do is do what you can. Yeah, there are days where I don't walk as far as I did before. It probably have an average of my steps now over like a week or so now. Yeah, just the health app on my iPhone just tracks all the steps and all that. And then the Pacer app tracks steps as well and probably averages them out or whatever. Yeah. All the steps and distances are collected and recorded, and I just have to submit that I finished the LOTR challenge, and then, yeah. So I finished the Pyramids of Egypt one. I'll probably do like a really long one or something, like the Silk Road or something. I have a few to choose from. I don't know. The Lord of the Rings one is like 5 parts, so I'm still on the Shire. That's the Fellowship next, and I think I'll do the long version. That's 1,000 and something kilometers. Oh well, I'm walking anyway, so what's really the difference? Like, I don't want these medals like just walk a couple steps and hey, here's a medal. It's like, nah. Point is to get active, to walk. If I knew where stationary bikes were, that's how I'd bike. I wouldn't be biking. And you'd have to maintain the bike, and it's like, no. I'm not going to, like, drive around and find all these bike trails and then, yeah. Yeah, I'd go on a stationary bike, like I'd walk on a treadmill. Just stationary, fun stuff. I have gone on the treadmill a couple times, and that counts as walking, so simulated walking, so I have a backup contingency if for inclement weather. Probably be some portions in the winter. Probably be doing other challenges and be on another medal for the, or another challenge for the Lord of the Rings. By then, hopefully. Well, see how it goes. I don't know, but since I had today off and it was a half decent day, I just went out for a second time tonight. Oh, that's what the trail's there for, so utilizing it. The other day, the town of St. Mary's staff were installing a metal railing to one of the staircases that they had just built. A nice wooden staircase, and it had like yellow caution tape on each of the steps so you didn't trip over them, etc. Just really safe, stable flight of steps up to this Grand Trunk Trail bridge. Awesome. It used to be like a train route to Sarnia or something. London to Sarnia, maybe. Way back in the 1800s. Late 1800s. And it became decommissioned because they selected another route. The route wasn't needed anymore. So they just phased it out, and then town of St. Mary's bought a portion of what was once train tracks and created the Grand Trunk Trail for people and bikes, bicycles, and etc. People to run and walk on. So yeah, it's really nice. People take pictures of the Grand Trunk Trail bridge all the time. It's above the Thames River, crosses the Thames River. Very nice. Yeah, there's people who kayak on the Thames River. You can rent kayaks in St. Mary's. I've been tempted. I've canoed before. But kayak, you're doing it yourself, and there's like a two-sided paddle. Like two paddle oar. There we go. Two paddled oar that you maneuver with. I think you sit in it, single person, I believe. Yeah. Paddling, and maybe you use your lower body to maneuver, kind of turn, help you turn, or it could just be the oars. It'd be interesting to try. Like, but the $600 late fee if you don't return it, holy cow. Like, yeah, I don't think kayaks are exactly a couple of bucks. So that's probably why there's quite a stringent late fee. imagine that's why. Just in case I had to replace it or something. Goes missing or gets damaged. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of my hand. In this one. Yeah. Okay, I'll just do like another kind of smaller section. What would be cool is like a paddle boat. They have those in Stratford. It's kind of like a place by the water, like a dock by the water, and you could rent paddle boats, I believe. I think it's like Tourism Stratford or something. I think it's that building, and it's just by the Avon River in Stratford. I remember people paddle boating. And yeah, it's kind of like a stationary bike pedals, and yeah, I think there's 2 seats, but with one seat, I think you can operate it, run it. You sit in it like a kayak, but yeah, I think it's just like propellers at the back or something. They kind of move the paddle boat forward or whatever. Yeah, I think you just paddle on it. It's really good leg workout. Kayak, you're working your arms. So yeah. Yeah, there's a pond on the property, but yeah, it's really not worth flopping around in. Oh, something to go to the public library in St. Mary's to check out, like kayaking. They do provide the ore that you need, and life jackets first come first serve, I guess. Well, I guess they only have so many life jackets. Oops. I don't know how heavy a kayak is, but there's a certain launch, like, dock by the Thames River here in St. Mary's. And that's where you set off from. I don't know, it's just one of those things that you just like do to, and then you learn as you're in it. I'd probably get really funny looks first time being in a kayak. Do you know what you're doing? No, not really, but I'll figure it out. Probably would be my guess. I don't know, there are kayaks available at a local Canadian Tire, but yeah, looking at the price tag. It'd be kind of nice though if you had good storage. Yeah, you wouldn't have to rent it. Yeah, owned one. Oh, be a good arms workout for sure. And then if you had your own kayak or whatever, or canoe, then you could just, yeah, be in the water or on the water. Hopefully not in the water. You're doing something wrong if you're in the water in a kayak or a canoe. Okay, we'll say on the water. Hey, you can be on the water for as long as you want. I'd be wearing a life jacket. Like, come on. I can see the bottom in some spots. But some spots of the river. But yeah, if you're working, if you're on any body of water, who cares how deep it is, wear a life jacket. Be silly. Don't drink it in boating, etc., etc. Grr. It'd be worth a giggle. I don't have a roof rack in my car to hold a kayak, so to get a new vehicle and like buy a kayak. Okay, so you're gonna buy a car to kayak? Or to put a kayak on it? Yes. You're nuts. Why are you physically active all of a sudden? I don't know, because it's fun. I don't know. It's a good incentive. Why not? I don't like water. Very elemental person. Like nature. Parents just look at me sideways going for like an extra walk today. It's like, whatever. I signed up for these challenges and I'm just gonna go, hey, can you give me the medals? Oh, excuse me. It's like, I'm just going to get pretty shiny medals mailed to me for doing nothing. No. You earn them. And if you have a setback, you have a setback. You recover from the setback, and then you just start walking again. Or biking, etc. Then you finish the challenge. So I'm just walking, and that I can handle. Not gonna go crazy here. I can set the fitness tracker to biking, which I could use a stationary bike, and it would count as distance as well. Still being active, but I just have to have my iPhone in my pocket, and it tracks my steps and stuff. So yeah, there you go. If you have an iPhone, you have a built-in pedometer and a health app. Yeah, just doing tweezers just to get this drill in the right spot. There we go. I'll be using tweezers for ABs. Yeah, this is a huge color block of ABs. And then the next part is basically like branches of this pink and purple tree here. It's a couple of them. There's top left hand corner here is basically reds and purples here. Pinks. Top left hand corner of this canvas. It's gonna be like reds and stuff. Reds and brown. And voila. We'll have a beautiful landscape canvas done. And I'll do the Harry Potter Hogwarts School crest that a couple people have finished and displayed on social media. I'm not the only one who has expressed interest in it, so but that's what I'll do next on the channel. That goes the color here. Don't worry, I'll do an unboxing, show the kit in detail. Start working on it. That'll be the WIP and chats for the next little while. But yeah, got a chunk of this to do still, so. It's color blocking in this section, so probably won't take as long, but I don't know. Just taking my time. Love hanging out with the community here. Love the support. People hanging out. Having a time. So yeah, that's Echoes of Color in a nutshell. It's fairly laid back, nothing too hardcore or serious. I think mosquitoes bit me. Yeah, I have a bit of a tan. There you go. Great outdoors. Mosquitoes have always liked me. Very sweet. I'm a very sweet guy. Oh, barf gag. Oh, come on, seriously. Oh. Dude. Stop flattering yourself. I know. All right. Yeah, I probably have a few more mosquito bites than just today alone. Yeah, it's gonna make another little section here. There's a lot of this pink. I don't know, this has been a great kit overall. Like, very little garbage drills. It's, yeah. Yeah, the adhesive's kind of slidey. I don't know why, but yeah, I think you can kind of solve that by just having the adhesive exposed to air to kind of make it less slippery. I don't know, I just noticed it. I haven't had any problem with the adhesive. I've noticed that on Diamond Art Club canvases too. Just adhesive, and some of the drills like slide on when you're placing them. That's okay. It's nice to have a little bit of give for when you put a drill down, just in case you have to slightly position it. Kind of saves you pulling it back off, but there are times where you'll probably have to pull a drill, lift a drill off the adhesive and replace it. It's happened to me numerous times. The drill falls off the end of the applicator pen and falls just onto the adhesive the wrong way. Yeah, I just have a pair of tweezers handy. That's the main use, but yeah, when I work on ABs in this, yeah, I'm just going to use tweezers. Just saves a lot of aggravation with just changing wax. The tip. Now it's getting dark out. Ooh, it's so spooky. Well, saw a cardinal on my walk. Heard it, and then looked up, and there was a male cardinal. Very briefly seen it. Yeah, there's trees along the trail that I love walking. This Thames River Trail. Grand Trunk Trail. Yeah, it's a portion of like 200 and something kilometer trail. There's a map hanging around. Yeah, I'm only walking like a bit of that. I'm like, this goes to London? Look. I was like, you don't have time for that. But I'm like, seriously, you're gonna have to like cross a road or something at some point, aren't you? Probably. You don't have time. Why not? You're no fun. That would really be a long walk though. But if you're biking it, that's probably a good day trip. But that's like 110 kilometers one way. So you're basically doing like 220 kilometers if you're planning to make your way back. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put my Facebook profile, my Facebook business page, Echoes of Color. Really just a website on Facebook. Yeah. And my Instagram, as well as the 2 walking challenges that I enjoy talking about at this point now. Conquer Challenge. It's just website links. I'm not affiliated with either of these walking challenge companies or apps. Conquer is the Lord of the Rings 5-part metal challenge bundle. A couple $100 to do all 5 challenges. get a digital code, put the digital code into the Conqueror app, which is free to download. Activates the challenge, take the steps, and then connect the Apple or iPhone health app to the Conqueror app to record the distance daily, to post it to your challenge, and then you can track how far you've gone in the challenge. And then there's a Pacer app, which is also free to download, and you can buy. And I'm doing the Pyramids of Egypt on the Pacer app, and it has a built-in pedometer, measures your steps in that app on the iPhone. I think it's Android too. Pretty sure it's, yeah, generally available. Anyway, that app tracks my steps, and then I just check the progress naturally on that app at the end of the day. And then, yeah, you can submit the results, finish the challenge. They mail a medal to you. You do a promo code in the Pacer app as well as soon as you buy a challenge. In order to activate it, you just see your results personally, etc. All right, but anyway, take care, all the best, and see you next time. Bye.